Okay, so the motor glued on here. Oh shush, screw up. Okay, now we'll come over to the servo here. Right? There's a nice little guard here. The wire tucked down. You see it's going to fit really nice here. Right there. So I'll use some 5-minute epoxy. And I'll just glue this down right onto there. Okay, that should be good. First off, before I do that, this is way too smooth, right? The epoxy just won't stick to it. So I'm using a X-Acto knife. I'm not actually going to cut through it. I'm just going to put little nicks in it, okay? And scratch up. Okay, that will give it somewhere to bite. I want to cut through it. This is going to help keep water off my servo. This is a seaplane. So, there we go. Now, we'll do the same thing here. Okay. Yeah, just going to scratch it up just a little bit around. That way it's the epoxy will have someplace to stick good. It'll go in spots. Okay, so be back in a minute after I make some epoxy to stick that on. Okay. So a little bit of epoxy mixed up here. Put it on this piece of plastic here. Now, I've checked everything. My connections, my servo horn. Okay. So, Sit this down there. Okay, so there we have the cover on. It looks like it. The servo horn doesn't hit it. Right? Make sure that's sealed nice. It's 15-minute epoxy I'm using, so we gotta wait a few minutes for that to set up. But when it does, we'll finish this wing. Right? Got the motor installed here now. The wires. We're doing the ESC. There's the. Now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to tape this to the wing, but what I will do is I'll shrink tube that connection. Okay. I got the ends on both of my ESCs. Now, when we're doing dual ESCs, I'll cut the red wire out of one of these. So only the power from one of these ESCs will power my receiver. Okay? Or for that matter, I mean, a person could go with a separate BEC and just have that for powering. But I want to go and use the ESCs. I only have 4 servos on the airplane. It's not going to overload them. It'll be just fine. Well, we don't need to watch epoxy dry. I'll be back when this is dry. Okay, so here we are. I get this piece of wood, a little sponson guy, okay, and the wingtip. So I'm going to mix a little more epoxy, and then when I come back, I'm going to glue these last few pieces here on the wing. Okay? I'll be right back. We are back mixing the epoxy. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the leading edge of this wood. Right? Just a little bit. A little bit there. Okay. And push that down in. Now, this is a much bigger gap for some reason. So I'm able to just fill that with some epoxy. Hope you can see me doing this. Oh, just barely, eh? Oh, darn. Okay, fine. Just wait a bit. Okay. Yeah. Take that. Just put that on there. Down. Solid there. And I see I got a little bit of epoxy running away on me here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We'll pick that up. Now, I've got that there. Into my epoxy here. And get a nice little layer over all the contact surface. I don't want to have too much that it drips, but I don't want to have it dry either. I want it to have a little bit of glue everywhere. Just a wingtip. But I don't think we want a wingtip falling off. Okay, so this will got glue everywhere, I think. Let me just double check here. Let me get this back side very good. There, okay. So, a nice coating of epoxy everywhere. Along comes the, ooh. I see a couple spots where I might have a little bit too much. Wow. Let's get it off there and check the top. It's just fine. So, there we go. A little pontoon on. And we have the wingtip glued on. Now, all I have to do is wait for this to dry. I need just something to stand on. Oh, I didn't want it to do that. Oh, that's not high enough. Huh. Well. Two of them are. Okay. Make sure everything's in place. Glued in. Double check it a few times. And again, well, I don't think we have to sit here and watch epoxy dry. We do see that my little cover here, I had to put a little extra epoxy there, sealed on very good. And this here, We'll come back as soon as the epoxy's dry. Shh. Okay, here we're back. Okay, let's take this off. Solder. Check. Yeah, that's hard like up. So, we can say that with our wingtip on, the pontoon and the motor, everything, and this wing is done. There we go. I know what. Maybe we should make the wing come to life. Should we? I think so. We have the power. I'm going to hook it up. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Got my battery. Put my ESC up. Receiver. I'm going to turn my DX6i on. And I'm going to plug in a battery. We have radio. We have motor. Aileron works and motor works. From what I feel, you guys, this thing's going to have a sick amount of thrust. I do believe. So there we go. The wing fired up, complete. One half of the airplane, one wing done. Okay, so I'm going to leave this all hooked up. Just set it aside, and I'll upload these videos, and then I'll start working on the other wing.